Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to see you again. So now we're going to read chapter 3, Finding the Right Pitch. This will be just like the video that we did for chapter 2. I won't be able to click on the answers today, but next week's videos I will be able to click on the answers. So we'll go ahead and get started. So remember, the students are putting on a play in our story. The cast runs through a few of their big numbers. Now, cast, that's a word I'm not sure we've gone over with you guys in theater class, but the cast means everyone who's working on the play, all of the actors and actresses in the play. So when you put on a performance for Mr. Nieves and I, you are part of the cast of that performance. So in our play, these students are the cast of the play. The cast runs through a few of their big numbers. They finish up with the closing number that starts with the boys singing low and the girls singing high. After they finish the song, Darcy asks, "Why are some sounds different? Some are high and some are low." "Each note has a different pitch," says Miss Biss. Miss Biss pulls out the picture of the sound wave again. The distance from the top of one wave to the top of the next is called a wavelength. So that's right here. You can see the top of one wave to the top of the other. This distance right here, if you measure that, is the wavelength. The wavelength tells us the frequency or the number of times a sound moves in a second, said Miss Biss. Cynthia and Seth sing their parts of the song again. Cynthia and Seth are singing at two different frequencies. Frequency tells us the pitch of a sound or how high or low something sounds, says Miss Biss. Seth sings a low note. This means the sound waves he makes by vibrating the air are slow. If we draw Seth's sound wave, the tops of the waves would be spread out, says Miss Biss. So that is right here. They demonstrate it in this picture right here. Now remember, low does not mean quiet. Low might mean like that, like a very low, deep voice. When Cynthia sings her note, it is a different pitch because it sounds higher. The sound waves Cynthia makes vibrate the air faster than Seth's. If we drew out this pitch, the tops of the sound waves would be much closer together. The sound waves move faster during a second, says Miss Biss. And here you can see hers is up and down, up and down, up and down. Her wavelengths are shorter. So a high pitch, think about Mickey Mouse. He has a classic high-pitched voice. So it kind of sounds like this. You can be loud or soft in volume, but your pitch can be high or low. Humans cannot hear sounds at all pitches. Some sounds are too high or too low for humans to hear, but animals can hear them, Miss Biss explains. Is that why my dog acts like he can hear things when I can't? Asked Jacinda. Exactly. Animals can hear things and pitches that we cannot hear, says Miss Biss. Now you can see here he's singing. Only 1 hour and 30 minutes until showtime. It is time to do a sound check. The cast members must check each microphone to make sure they're working properly. Rhett grabs a microphone and he starts singing. The sound comes out through the speakers around the auditorium. So this is the microphone and the sound coming out of the speakers. How does the sound move through the speakers? Asks Rhett. The microphone has a small plate inside. The sound waves come out of your mouth and it hits the plate. The plate vibrates, so vibrate means something shakes, and it turns the sound wave into an electrical signal, which then travels through the speakers, explains Miss Biss. The cast uses their knowledge, that's the information they know that's up in their brain, of sound and sound waves, and they finish up their sound check. All microphones, speakers, instruments are working properly. The sound reaches everywhere in the auditorium. There's only an hour left until the show will begin. They must move to checking the lights. So that's the end of our story. So again, you're going to use what I've emailed to you. You're going to be able to answer your questions. I'm not going to be able to click and highlight on them and go through them all today. Next week I will. So I hope that you guys have had a good week so far. I've checked in with a lot of you. So, roughly this would be a rough schedule. Wednesday, you would have done your warm-up worksheet and then a daily worksheet, maybe some PE or seen a video on Go Noodle to get some physical activity. Remember, that's very important, especially while we're stuck at home. Got to be a little bit active, take a walk, do some jumping jacks, some wall push-ups. And then the lesson that, the book that I just read, and then the worksheets that go with it. So I have office hours Thursday from 1 to 3. If anyone needs to speak with me about how the work is going or anything like that, you just want an extra check-in, then please reach out to me via email or send me a text message. And we'll set up some time to do that for Thursday or Friday. Also, Friday is a good day for me to try and get some extra technical support if anyone is having trouble with some of that stuff. You should all have your laptops now, and it looks like everyone has logged in between last week and now. So I'm glad to see it. I really want to see all you guys' faces. I hope that soon we can do some sort of like a virtual meetup where we can see one another and hear one another a little bit, even if it's just to say hi and see how everybody's doing. So look for an email about that. I might try and set that up for us for next week. All right, guys, have a good week. And again, don't stress out about timelines of when to turn some of this stuff in. If you need some extra time, just email me, let me know. There's no rush. I know that everyone's situation is different right now. So we are going to accommodate that the best we can. Hope everyone is healthy and safe. Bye. I miss you guys so much. See you next time.